Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy X on the PC. We are on a boat heading towards Kilika, which will eventually head to Luca, where the Blitzball tournament is. But we have to stop at Kilika because there is another temple there, and Yuna, as a summoner, has to go to all the temples. And so Titus is just sort of following along for right now, figuring out what he wants to do. So we're in here with this suitcase, which was giving us potions. It is not an unlimited amount of potions. Basically, you can kick it until you have 20 potions, and then it will stop providing anything. If you start with more than 20, you won't ever see a potion come out of it. Yeah, so there you have. I have 20 potions. Since there's really no way to use them or drop them or do anything with potions, it's not like an unlimited amount. But that's how it works, in case you were curious. Okay, don't think I saved. Do that real quick. Let me just check. Power room.
What the heck is that?
What the heck is what?
What is this place?
The power room, like it says on the door?
Yeah, but why the big birds?
What's so strange about chocobo power?
Chocobos? Those are chocobos?
What? You've never seen a chocobo? What kind of backwater island did you come from, anyway?
Miracles and oddities were starting to become daily routine on this trip.
So yeah, I think it's sort of because of like the whole Yevon technology thing. Like they're not allowed to have machines that generate power from like steam. I don't know how it works. They are forced to use chocobos. I don't know. But yeah, there you go. You got to see chocobo power.
Word is that summoner's got noble blood. I heard she's Lord Braska's daughter. You don't say.
Lord Braska's daughter? So, is Yuna's father famous or something?
She's the daughter of High Summoner Braska. You saw his statue at the temple. Lord Braska defeated Sin 10 years ago. Yuna's the heir to a great legacy.
It's tough when your father's famous.
Huh?
Wakka's a bit lacking in the imagination department.
Huh?
Thanks, Lulu. I'll keep that in mind.
The wind. It's nice.
Such a happy time.
You're a blitzball player, aren't you? From Xanarkin, right?
You hear that from Waka?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Waka. Waka doesn't believe me at all.
But I believe you.
Huh?
I've heard in Xanarkin, there is a great stadium, all lit up, even at night.
Huh?
Great blitzball tournaments are held there, and the stands are always full.
How do you know that?
A man named Jack told me. He was my father's guardian.
Jacked. My father. His name is Jecht.
Amazing! You know, our meeting like this must be the blessing of Yevon.
Sounds like him, but it can't be him.
Why not?
My old man, he died. 10 years ago, off the coast of Xanarkin.
I'm sorry.
He went out to sea for training one day, and never came back. And no one's seen him since then.
Uh-huh.
Why, that's the day that Jecht came to Spira.
But,
It's true, I first met Jecht 10 years and 3 months ago. I remember that was the day my father left. The date fits, doesn't it?
Yeah, but how would he get here?
How did you get here?
You're here,
Oh.
are you not?
Yeah, basically everyone in the game is a little bit smarter than Titus is. That guy's done for.
What do you think you're doing? Stick a harpoon in him and we'll all get dragged under.
Zin is going for Kilika. We gotta distract it. Our families are in Kilika. Forgive us, Lady Summoner.
Wait! Oh boy!
Very Monster Hunter-esque. Yep, we get more bugs. The only downside is you can't see how defending will affect the timeline. Because you just defend by pressing triangle, and it goes in the next character. I think it's the same sort of effect as using an item or swapping your weapon. And I guess I could just swap my weapon. It's the same thing, but we'll just defend. Okay, so yeah, it's the same thing. Alright, so this fight... Basically... These bugs, these sin scales, will continually respawn. If you kill all 3 of them, 3 more will pop up. And that's not how you win the fight. You win the fight by hitting Sin, the main body. And so we're going to conserve health and things like that. And so we're just going to use Veil for this first part, because we can't use them for the second part. So if you just kill 2 of the scales, then you only have the one hitting you, and they won't respawn. We're just going to do that. And now we're going to just beat on Sin, which should be fine. There you can see, he just flies over there and hits him. You can grind on this fight if you want to. You can just, they will infinitely respawn, so you can just hit him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. People did the math. You kill 450 of these Sin spawn, you'll have 10,000 gil to give to a Waka. If you so chose. But you really don't need to grind like that. Okay. I don't... Okay, there we go. We want to target him. Now, if this doesn't kill him, Veil 4 will die, but at that point, we should be okay. It should kill him. Not kill him, obviously, but end the fight. Yeah, and we got overkill. I feel like we're pretty much dead at that point, but okay. Nice. So yeah, even though he was unconscious, underwater, he still held his breath. I feel like it's some sort of... I don't know what it is, but it's incredible. So this is the second part, a bit more difficult. This is against a Sin spawn, as well as 4 scales. And these scales will continually respawn, so we want to focus on the big dude. So we're going to cheer it up, and then we're going to dark attack, because he does do some melee hits. See? Okay. Yeah, so you can see how dark attack is a big help. Because that would hurt us and heal him. I'd like to finish this without healing, but I guess it's not a big deal. Nice. Oh. Come on. Make it happen. I think Waka's dead. Alrighty. Rod of Ice, we get liquid steel. Get money, get AP. And yet, we still pretty much failed, because obviously we cannot stop something like that from destroying this peaceful little village.
When Sin attacked Xanarkand that day, I woke up in Spira. I kept hoping it would work in reverse, too.
I will defeat Sin. I must defeat Sin.
I was just fooling myself. Maybe it was that day, on the sea, under the burning sun. I started to give up hope. I was in a foreign world. I wasn't going home. This was my new reality, and I was stuck in it for good.
Now, of course, this seemingly contradicts the teachings of Yevon, who says that if you don't use forbidden machina, sin will not attack you. Where, this peaceful little fishing village was
Greetings.
just completely
I am the
destroyed by
summoner
sin.
Yuna. I have come from the temple in Besaid.
Oh, milady summoner!
If there is no other summoner here, please allow me to perform the sending.
Thanks, BTA.
Our loved ones. We feared they would become fiends.
Please, take me to them.
We'll go see what we can do to help in town.
Eh? Help? What? Why? Okay. And we get another cinematic here. And I know I make a lot of references to Spoonie's Final Fantasy videos, but
What's ascending? Are we going somewhere?
You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem? The dead need guidance. Filled with grief over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on and resent those still alive. You see, they envy the living. And in time, that envy turns to anger, even hate. Should these souls remain in Spira, they become fiends that prey on the living. Sad, isn't it? The sending takes them to the far plane, where they may rest in peace.
Summoners do this?
The bit that Spoonie did for this cinematic is one of my favorite things that he's done. So like many fantasy settings,
It must be tough, being a summoner.
Yuna chose her own path. She knew from the beginning what it meant. All we can do is protect her along the way, until the end.
Until the end? What's the end?
Until she defeats sin.
religion goes beyond just...
I hope I did okay.
You did very well. They've reached the far plane by now, but no tears next time. Hmm?
I wished there would never be a next time. No more people being killed by sin. No more sendings for Yuna. Everyone stood there watching her. It was strange, and somehow horrifying. I never wanted to see it again.
I'll start over. Like many fantasy settings, in here, religion goes beyond just belief, and there's an actual tangible effect to faith and rituals. So, there you have, you know, an actual effect of Yuna doing a funeral rite that actually sends the souls to the far plane so that they can rest. Whereas otherwise, you know, they could become fiends, potentially. That is not to say, you know, that all is well and swell with the whole Yevon religion, but that's for us to find out later.
Hey, you awake? Captain Walker's waiting for you.
Is he? Is he now?
Ah, there you are. Be Saint Aurochs, huddle. On to the temple, where we pray for victory.
Go!
High Summoner O'Halloran used to live in the Kilika temple here. Yup. Lord O'Halloran was once a great blitzer, you know.
Waka.
Hmm?
Praying for victory's all good. But is this right?
Something wrong with enjoying blitzball?
Is this really the time?
This is the only time. The players fight with all their strength. The fans cheer for their favorite team. They forget pain, suffering. Only the game matters. That's why Blitz has been around for so long. At least that's what I think.
Whatever you say.
Let's play and win, right?
Right.
Temple's beyond the jungle there. Let's go.
It's like that episode of The Office where they play that Southern murder mystery game. There you see someone suffering from the toxin. We can buy weapons here. Pretty much everything is sort of crap, as you'd expect, and it's really not necessary if you have 5% more HP or not. In here, you'd get another one of those Albed books, but we're fine.
Whoa!
Those Legolas reflexes. Hold on. I think we have to talk to somebody. There we go. She gives us an ether for saving her life. How very nice of her. If we head in here, we should be able to snag 3 potions. And look at this woman's outfit. Wow. Wow.
What's up?
Yuna's saying she wants you with us.
Huh?
I want to ask you to be my guardian.
You know what? There's no time for jokes, yeah? He may be a blitzball whiz kid, but up against fiends, he's a newbie.
Not a guardian, then. I just want him nearby.
What?
What? What do you mean?
It's just that... well,
We're all going to the temple anyway. Can't this wait till later?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have...
There's nothing to be sorry about. I'm just not really sure what's going on.
My apologies.
You know, it's like you get to be on the Jedi Council, but you don't get to be a Jedi Master. Actually, yeah, we can save. You may have noticed the giant plant, but don't worry about that just yet. Shazam! Take a seed to the face.
Why don't you use Lancet on it?
What's a lancet?
Normally, it's a skill that weakens enemies and heals the user. But when a Ronso uses it, that Ronso can sometimes learn Fiend's abilities.
Hey, sounds cool.
Alright. And so we learn Seed Cannon. And so then we can, of course, use Seed Cannon. So blue magic is far less useful in this game than some others because he can only use it as an overdrive. He cannot just generally use blue magic. And so it's still somewhat good, but nowhere near something like Final Fantasy VII or something like that. So it's at this point in time right now. You'd do that little forced encounter, and then you'd save, and this is where you would start a playthrough with like a customized sphere grid, because that's the last tutorial encounter. Kamari has to have Lancet in order to do that, and so this is generally a pretty good start, a good place to start a playthrough, you know. Because up to this point, there's really been no major choices to make or anything interesting. It's just been, you know, the intro. And if you start here, you even get to skip a Cloister of Trials, which is nice. So, yeah, generally it's just a nice place to start.
The fiend before us is Ochu, Lord of the Wood. We've had trouble with this one before. Remember, discretion is the better part of valor.
Okay. Alright, it's Scout, which is a weapon for Waka. Gives you Ice Strike and Sensor. I guess it doesn't matter, because I'm not using... Aside from Titus, I'm missing the two characters that I plan to use the most. So that's a little bit of a bummer. So with Sensor, you can see their HP as well as their elemental weaknesses. So there's just the 4 sort of little orbs for fire, lightning, water, and ice. So this enemy takes 1.5 times damage from fire and nullifies water.
Burn.
You think you're gonna seed on Lulu? Think again. Oh, he seeded on Lulu hard. Okay, let's check here. We can move all the way over to here. We can snag Lancet for ourselves. So we're right where Titus is, so I guess we could move... It doesn't really matter, but we could move where Titus went. For Lulu, generally you want to work your way to get the 2nd level black magic as quickly as possible, which is down here. So you want to go this route as soon as possible. But for a few steps, you could snag the null spells, which isn't too bad. A little bit over here to grab Cure. They sort of sometimes tuck them away in little corners. But for Yuna, we're going to jump down to grab the null spells. These are... So you cast Null Frost, and basically for that character, the next time they would take frost damage, it just zeroes it out, doesn't do anything, and then they remove the buff. So it nullifies a single attack of that type. Which for some fights, it's basically just for some specific fights where it's really nice and makes them easy. West? Where am I going? This isn't the right way.
Oh yeah!
Lancet. Water.
Anyone thirsty?
Oh. 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 Oh.
We rock!
We rock. What more is there to say? Get out of here. You may have noticed the big plant dude. We will kill him, but just give me a moment. So it's kind of interesting because you know, if you consider S levels to be like level ups, you might have levels where pretty much nothing happens. Like you just move to like an empty node or something. Whereas other times you might have levels that are just insane. That you get this crazy new ability, or your strength goes up by some big amount or whatever. So it's kind of interesting. So there is a flying creature, which, you know, you could use Waka, but Titus hit it just fine. Because it's not like they are unable to be hit by a melee weapon. I really think it's just an evasion issue. So we're just doing some grinding, I guess, because I'm lost. Not because I don't know where to go to continue, but there's a Lux Sphere around here. No, don't do that. Look at Lulu's evasion. Oh my god. She's hard to get. Yeah, so her weapon, which you won't see too often, is just a Moogle doll that she somehow commands to attack.
Goodbye.
Get him. Shabang! Pretty cute. And she gets all sorts of different dolls as weapons, so the model actually changes, and it's pretty cute. Alright, so Titus, we're going to stop here to snag the defense boost. Now, we could dip down, but it's really just... Well, 2 strength isn't terrible at this point. So I guess we'll spend the extra couple levels to grab that. And here she gets some Magic D, some MP, and, best of all, +3 Magic, which is really nice. Well, I shouldn't die. The odds are slim. Alright. So, I don't think we want to dark attack him. Because mostly... I guess it doesn't hurt. Maybe I should have... Okay, he's immune. I could lower his luck, but honestly, that's pretty lame. I think Kamari's just focusing on damage dealing. Let's cheer. Okay, so he hasn't used any big attacks yet, but he will. Mainly he's going to use water. Yep. And that does a fair amount. Those cheers are working out. Now, once he gets around 2,000 HP left, which is pretty soon. Nice. He's gonna fall asleep. And when he does, he's gonna start regenning. So basically... Fuck the regen. Earthquake removes half your current HP. Now, hopefully this hits nothing. Okay, good. Alright. I think we have this in the bag. But someone might die. Okay, I think we'll be okay. Poison does hurt quite a bit, but I think he's dead. Obviously, Veil 4 makes that fight definitely easier. But there you have it.
A summoner and her guardians. Very impressive.
Sir, we should fight too.
We'll get our chance soon enough.
Young Crusaders gather around. We'll beat sin into the ground.
Alright.
Do your best, kid. Waka's counting on you.
Get an elixir.
Do your best, kid.
Yeah, I know.
Hey! After the tournament, you should join the Crusaders. Hey!
Damn it. Okay. No problems there. Still missing an item, though. These directions suck.
Oh yeah!
It said that scout weapon, head north of the chest to a four-way, go north and along to the main central path, then go north and west. Okay. So from this point, go north and west.
Yuna! Aeon!
Just who do you think you are?
Yeah, who do you think you are? You crazy? So you should be, I mean, you can absolutely see the difference that +3 magic gave. So it's just, like, sometimes it's just absolutely noticeable.
You like that?
That's how you power up. I think this isn't right. I think I need to go even further. Might turn off random encounters for a bit in a second. Sometimes it gets a little annoying.
Oh yeah!
Alright. Let me just snag what needs to be snagged. There we get the luck spear. Now that creates a +4 luck node, which is really great. But in order to activate that luck node, you need a fortune sphere. So it's really a two-part of rarities. Okay, I think we're pretty much done in this area.
Oh, these stone steps have a history, you know. Yep, Lord O'Holland trained here at his peak.
A race, huh? Think you can beat me?
Yuna, if you would.
Ready?
Hey!
Oh, you cheeky,
Huh?
cheeky girl.
Hey!
Let me just check something. Okay. 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 Water strike. That's probably not good. Screw it. And let's head up here.
Look out!
Everyone, quick! Sin spawn!
Okay, so we have this Sin spawn, which is apparently hiding behind some armor. And it says he's vulnerable to magic. But the tentacles absorb magic. So basically, he has his armor there, which means that he has a lot of defense. And this is sort of the thing I was talking about, where you need Orin to break through armor. But what that actually means is they have the piercing effect on their weapon, and Lulu should actually be healing. And so Kamari's spear actually has piercing, so he can pierce through that thing's armor. But it's more important that we break through we kill the tentacles, because then we can start using magic, which is just the better way to do things. Just do that so we can sword play. Okay. Now we just want to blast this thing with fire. You can see how much damage poison does. Like, it's pretty bad. And you know, it scales with your HP, so it's pretty much always going to be bad. But you gotta muscle through it. Probably kill Titan. Yep. I mean, yes, really, again, just summon Baleful and you'll be fine. But I like to do things in a more stubborn way. So we're gonna be stubborn. Should do it. Okay.
Yeesh.
Sorry about that. Hope to break you in a little slower.
Being a guardian's tiring.
You handle yourself pretty well. You got talent.
Hey. So, what are these sin spawn anyway?
Fiends. They fall from Sin's body and are left behind in its wake.
Leave him alone and Sin comes back for him. You gotta be quick.
That moment when Waka told me I had talent in battle, I think that was when I started seriously considering becoming a guardian.
Interesting. Alright, so let's head... What is this? Extract mana. That's not... I wouldn't consider that essential. Okay. Get 200 extra HP, which at this point is quite a bit. And 4 evasion, which, you know, her evasion is nothing to slouch at 44. So, pretty decent. But, okay. That's going to wrap it up for today. Next time, we'll be heading into the Kilika Temple, which will, of course, contain a Cloister of Trials. And then after that, we're on our way to Luca for the big Blitzball tournament. The worst part of the game. Well, luckily you don't have to win the tournament in order to continue, so it's not too bad. But after Luca is when I think the game really starts picking up. But my name is Mangg. Gaming Watching has been Final Fantasy X. And I'll see you fine folks in the next part.